Ladies and gentlemen, the Mount Kenya leaders by 2026, they shall have aligned themselves to the rightful place to where they belong. Why am I saying so? As we speak today, we all know that the moment there was a motion that was tabled in the National Assembly for the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, even Mount Kenya MPs, including that one from Madeira, voted in support of the impeachment. And so many MPs seemed to be supporting the impeachment, particularly from the Mountain region. At the Senate, it is where we had a handful, about 11 of them, who were opposing the impeachment motion that was tabled in the Senate. Now, this showed very well that there was some support that William Ruto had within the mountain as far as the leadership is concerned. Leaders were supporting William Ruto. They wanted to be close and get the alleged development. Now, of late, there's a tone down. The leaders who are close to William Ruto and even supporting Kindiki, you remember the number of MPs who were saying they want Kindiki to be the kingpin? They have all started toning down. They have all kept quiet. They have all started avoiding meetings, especially those ones that have William Ruto whenever he moves across the country. That is very clear that the people of Mount Kenya, the Mount Kenya leaders, are now retreating. They're now slowly making steps towards the right place. Why am I saying so? These leaders from the mountain, they always know where to go to. If you remember, during the campaigns in 2022, we had none other than Anne Waiguru, the governor of Kirinyaga, going even for the launch of the manifesto of Azimio in Nakuru. But the moment he noticed that the ground is hostile, the ground is not pro-Raila, he shifted camp so quickly and went back to William Ruto, and that is how he won the seat. Now, as we speak today, that is the same strategy that is going to be applied by the people of Mount Kenya. Why do I say so? These leaders, their decision to move away from President William Ruto is based on three things. The first one, it is the early politics they want to avoid. Most of the leaders in the mountain, they know that if you don't serve the people, you're going home. So therefore, they have to position themselves well, to serve the people. If someone is an MP, work for the people through the NCGDF. If it is the issue to do with an MCA, he has to serve the people through the county assembly. If it's the governor, he knows he has to deliver the project to the people of Mount Kenya. So most of them have decided literally to keep off William Ruto because he's into politics and at least concentrate in working so that they can have something to tell the people come 2027. That's the first one. The second one, it is the hostile ground. As we speak today, Mount Kenya is unbearable for whoever was close to William Ruto, and to be specific, who participated immensely in the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. Now, these leaders have felt the ground. They are not needed, and they cannot even hold rallies. Some of them cannot go back to their homes, especially those ones from Nyeri, simply because the ground is completely hostile against them. It's saying that you guys are traitors, so you cannot have a place here. And let me tell you that an MP being kicked out of power, whether you have power or whether you worked or not, it's so easy. It's so long as the ground is against you. Just an example, it is Kabogo. Kabogo, when he was a member of parliament, when he was actually the governor of Kiambu County, he was not very poor in terms of performance. Actually, the first governors of this country were not so bad. But Kabogo was kicked out because of a few things. People said he had kiburi, arrogance, which is the same thing he has started showing right now. And the people of the mountain were right to chase him out of office. So that is how the mountain is. That is how the mountain is. The moment the ground refuses anything to do with you, there's no development you can bring that can be able to sew them back to you. Not easy. Cannot sway them back to you. It's the same case to William Ruto. If the mountain has said, no, even if you take roads, do anything else, the way Gachagua said, the mountain has left. And that's how it is. It's not always betray twice. It never works. It never works. The moment Raila Amolo Odinga and Kibaki parted ways, that was the end of Raila Amolo Odinga's support from the mountain. And that was it. Kibaki parting ways with Gachagua, it's another beginning of the end of the mountain and William Ruto marriage. It's done. Now back to the topic. What could be the other reason as to why these leaders are slowly retreating? The other one, it is the fact that there are utterances that are being made across the country. As we speak today, we listen to Dan Wanyama. His speech, his long speech against attacking the people of Mount Kenya in front of President William Ruto. In short, the entire Western trip has been about against Mount Kenya and Rigathi Gachagua. When a Mount Kenya leader is seated somewhere and is supporting William Ruto, then he had these kind of sentiments from such leaders close to William Ruto and they're not from the mountain. What comes to mind? You've heard some of the leaders I've played here on this channel, on this clip, how they are speaking as far as what they heard from the utterances from the Western region. The leaders like that one of Nyeri Town, he has completely said you cannot talk of uniting the country when you're allowing leaders to speak against the mountain. You've heard a lady saying they campaign for William Ruto, and yet it is not now it's not okay for them not to attack the same mountain that campaigned for William Ruto. So people have completely been fed up by the utterances that are made in the Western region. If you listen to the governor, Paul Otuoma, William Ruto is concluding his journey today, but you heard the governor, Paul Otuoma. He's also speaking against the mountain. He's saying that when others are in power, nobody is always asking them for accountability, even if when they do wrong. But when they are in power, others are in power, there's always constant wrangles. That's now William Ruto is being fought by the mountain, yet when the mountain is in power, there's no one fighting them. Who told him? Raila was constantly in the streets. They had to have a handshake with Uhuru Kenyatta. Now, basically, the utterances are so painful to the people of the mountain to an extent that even if you support William Ruto, it is completely almost impossible to engage with William Ruto and tell the people of the mountain, I'm supporting William Ruto. Another reason here I feel that strongly that is isolating the Mount Kenya leaders are the empty promises that William Ruto is making and the lack of development. In the mountain region, no project that is going on right now. People thought Kindiki has come, projects are going to be launched in the mountain, but nothing has happened so far. And subsequently, there are so many other projects that have stalled in the mountain. As a result of this, people cannot get it easy to sell President William Ruto or even stay close to him. Finally, is the abductions. The abductions that have been happening in the country, some of them from the mountain, make it difficult for leaders to go and even sell William Ruto, even publicly announce their support for William Ruto. Just one that I've forgotten is the entire system of William Ruto, where we have SHA having issues, where we're having cost of living not the same again. People find it difficult once again to go back to the mountain and tell the people of the mountain that William Ruto is a good president, you're close to William Ruto, you're doing this and that. Those are the reasons I think for me, but let me see on the comment section, you guys, what you think.